ago now, I wanted a knitted handbag and didn't think that I had the skills to do it. I knew how to do some knitting, but what I had in mind was kind of a bit out of my reach. And I'm a bit of a community person and have some great relationships with some of the people around me, and some of those were some nanas with some pretty awesome skills, and thought, maybe I could collaborate with them and pay them to make my idea and see how I go. So that's kind of the original idea. And then I was like, oh, hold on a second, that's actually a really interesting idea. What if I was to have some interesting design ideas and network with a whole heap of nanas who have some pretty amazing skills, and we were to make products to sell. So that's kind of where the idea came from. We've probably had, I reckon, between 20 to 30 women in total be involved. Some of those women have been young women who have been involved in the design process, and then some of those are some of the older ladies who do the crocheting. Our main pattern writer, she's in her 50s and she's very creative and is really up for that and loves the creative process of writing all the patterns. And then we have some older ladies in their 60s, and I think we even had a couple in their 70s who, do some of the crocheting work for us.
Samantha put an ad in the local paper wanting people who could crochet, and I have always crocheted, so I just rang just to inquire as to what it was all about. I like crocheting, and I like to be busy. I don't like watching TV without something in my hand, so I crochet a lot. And the family's grown up, so I don't have things to crochet for them anymore. And I just like doing it. That's definitely one thing. And the extra money, it's great because we like to travel, so it always comes in handy when you're travelling.
Pretty much how the profit stuff works is that for each product that's sold, the lady gets paid for the work she's done for that, and she gets paid before it sells because she's being asked to sell, to make what we kind of ask. If it doesn't sell, that's actually our fault, not hers, so we make sure that the women get paid. And it's pretty much they get 50% of the cost of the item for their work. Mostly we sell our products online, so we have our website, which is biddybags.com.au, and that's been a really effective way of selling stuff. We do sell into a few retail shops, but in order to keep the costs down, we figured that it was best just to sell directly to the public ourselves, because handmade items, take a lot of time. So that's pretty much how we sell our items. If you think about it, it's a pretty awesome gift, because there's a bit of thought and a bit of heart there. So I do also find that lots of people do buy our stuff as gifts because, people are always looking for something a bit different and something a bit meaningful. But, we've done big work for, so like a year and a half ago, GOMA, which is the Gallery of Modern Art, approached us about doing the merchandise for the American Impressionist exhibition that came over from New York. So that was pretty awesome. So we came up with a range of 7 different products for them, from capes to parasols and fingerless gloves, just beautiful work, and the nanas made those. And, for that alone, there was in the hundreds of products that we made. I guess initially just setting up the company structure was pretty difficult. At the time I was 22 and had a background in social work and community development, and was learning really quickly about business. And because we're set up as a company limited by guarantee, and just working out how all that kind of works and audits and all of that kind of stuff.